Good morning. Welcome to Arlington Street Church, gathered in love and service for justice and peace. We are Unitarian Universalists. Ours is a historic faith with a progressive theology grounded in love, a love which calls us to see the holy in each being and to take compassionate action in our world. In this space, we gather with open minds, open hearts, open hands to practice acceptance, forgiveness, and growth, welcoming people of all nations, all creeds, all ages, all genders, all cultures, and all kinds of love. Whether you are here every week, came here today for the first time, or stop in once in a while, we celebrate all of who you are and all you are becoming. You are welcome here. We light our chalice this morning with these words from Reverend Mwibutsa Dagijimana. When strangers meet, endless possibilities emerge. New experiences, new ways of understanding, and new ways of taking action. When strangers meet, each pays special attention to the other. Each is called to serve something larger than the self. Today, let's light the chalice for openness, for willingness to grow, for rich curiosity, and for common purpose.
This introit may be unfamiliar to most of you, but I hope you'll join in the chorus, which will be repeated a number of times at the end.
I saw God out on the block today. He was darker than the preachers say, with a teardrop tattooed on his face and dirt in his fingers. I heard angels when he laughed the way that people do when they have known true pain. For his sins I don't know who's to blame. What choice was he given in this world that we're living? When I see you, I see love, I see America. I feel your pain, I share your blood, I see America. Said your mother knows a different time. She lets her tongue slip with a glass of wine. She said some things out loud that don't feel right, and you always forgive her. Don't you see the world is changing now? The blood of the fallen cries out from the ground. Violence and rumors in a southern town both start with a whisper, but so does the difference. When I see you, I see love, I see America. I feel your pain, I share your blood, I see America. Please join me. When I see you, I see love, I see America. I feel your pain, I share your blood, I see America. When I see you, I see love, I see America. I feel your pain, I share your blood, I see America. When I see you, I see love, I see America. I feel your pain, I share your blood, I see America. When I see you, I see love, I see America. I feel your pain, I I share your blood, I see America.
Good morning. Welcome to those in the Zoom sanctuary and those in the physical sanctuary. Today and always, we are one congregation. I'm Marie O'Brien, zooming in from Chicago. Reverend Parisa is on summer sabbatical, as are Director of Music, Mark David Buckles, and the Arlington Street Church Choir. Lucy and I are joined by Daniel Rosenzweig and Hyunju Young. Thank you, friends. And a very special thanks to all our volunteers today, greeters, ushers, and tech team. A special shout out to them. You're all doing extra work to make this happen today. Thank you. If you're new, we are so glad you're here. If you'd like to know more about Arlington Street, please visit our new website, arlingtonstreet.org. There's a link where you can sign up for the weekly e-newsletter. Whether you've been coming here for years or today is your first time at Arlington Street, welcome home.
Good morning. A warm welcome to this morning's preacher, Marie O'Brien. Marie grew up in Boston's Jamaica Plain neighborhood and had the life-changing experience of attending Boston public schools during racial integration. The seeds of this childhood planted seeds which bloom today as questions like, who benefits from the status quo? Can love bend systems towards justice? How is your liberation connected to mine? Marie endeavors to do multicultural work from a place of joy and possibility. She participates in many Arlington Street groups, including our anti-racism project known as Among. Marie lives in Chicago, and you'll find them in the Zoom sanctuary every Sunday, attempting to harmonize with our song leaders. Because Marie is on Zoom, as you can all see, please bear with us and be patient as our transitions might take a little bit longer. If you haven't already downloaded today's order of service, it's available in the chat and on the homepage at arlingtonstreet.org. For our guests here in the sanctuary, there are printed copies at the great doors. It is a hot summer here in Boston, and those in person are experiencing that we do not have air conditioning. There are pitchers of cold water in the back. Please help yourself at any time during the service. If at any time you need help, our ushers are here to support you. Let's do all that we can to take care of one another. On the last pages of the order of service, you will find information on upcoming Arlington Street events. Poetry, meditation, yoga, all that jazz. There's lots going on, both in person and on Zoom, and we'd love to see you this week. You can join Reverend John O'Connor and Reverend Ali Jablonski in the ASC Zoom room for tea with the ministers each Wednesday at 5 p.m. Bring your tea or your favorite beverage and be together in community. We need one another. All are welcome. Next Sunday's preacher is Kel Alford. Kel Alford is a third-year Master's of Divinity candidate at Boston University and has the privilege of serving as student minister right here at Arlington Street for the last 2 years. Before returning to graduate school, Kel worked as a creative entrepreneur, pattern maker, and graphic designer, fostering creative expression in every facet of life, believing deeply in the power of art, design, and commerce to make the world a more beautiful, humane, and meaning-filled place. Kel has made lifelong commitment to integrating the arts into everyday life and understands the uplifting power of the arts and arts education to infuse all we do with meaning, purpose, and possibility. Post-graduation, Kel hopes to weave together her reverence for creativity as a spiritual practice with her longing to be of service into a tapestry of community, art, healing, and wholeness. As we begin our greetings, I invite the Zoomers and those here in the sanctuary with the device handy to please say hello in the chat and tell us where you're zooming in from today. And now, Rich is going to turn the camera on the in-person congregation as we wave and smile at each other, as well as at our friends in the Zoom room. And you in the Zoom room can wave and smile back. Hello, friends. Let's all engage that Arlington Street spirit of welcome that transcends physical distance as we greet one another, heart to heart. Our opening hymn today is the African American spiritual, I've Got Peace Like a River, which is also number 100 in the Gray hymnal. The lyrics are in the order of service, and for those on Zoom, you can find the lyrics in the chat. Let's rise in body, rise in spirit, and sing together, I've Got Peace Like a River, number 100.
I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river, I've got peace like a river in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain, I've got joy like a fountain in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean, I've got love like an ocean in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow, I've got pain like an arrow in my soul. I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops, I've got tears like the raindrops in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain, I've got strength like a mountain in my soul. Open my heart to be a sanctuary, all made holy, loved and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
It is now time for our treasured ritual of sharing community candles of sorrow and joy. These candles were submitted on our website by the Saturday evening deadline. If you didn't submit your candle and have a joy or sorrow to share this morning, please type it in the chat. Zoomers are invited to light silent candles at home. Those in the sanctuary are invited to light a silent candle at the table up front to the right of the Gleason podium. In addition to sharing our sorrows and joys this morning, let's reach out to one another in the weeks ahead, staying connected. May these times remind us of how very precious this beloved community is. We need one another. Whether together or apart, may we stay very close. And now, in the spirit of invocation, let's join in singing Sanctuary. The words are printed in your order of service and in the chat.
Open my heart to be a sanctuary, all made holy, loved and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary.
Some of us come today with heavy hearts. We open our hearts to you. Our first and final candle from the Arlington Street community. We hold our beloved Mark Troya in care as he grieves the loss of his mother, Jean Troya, who passed away this week. May her memory be a blessing, and may Mark be surrounded with our love in this loss.
Open my heart to be a sanctuary, all made holy, loved and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
Some of us come today in joy. We share your joy. Our first and also final candle of joy is from Morgan Cooleybeck. A very happy birthday to my sister Anna.
Open my heart to be a sanctuary, all made holy, loved and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Open my heart to be a sanctuary, all made holy, loved and true. With thanksgiving, I'll be a living sanctuary for you.
For all the sorrows and all the joys we hold in our hearts, we light a silent candle to remember and to rejoice. May the peace of this sanctuary enter into our hearts as we share a quiet moment together, breathing our prayers for ourselves, for one another, and for the world. Amen. Let us join now in saying together the affirmation and covenant of this beloved spiritual community. The words are printed in your order of service and in the chat. Love is the spirit of this congregation, and service is our gift. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to speak our truths in love, and to help one another. Our next hymn is Come Sing a Song With Me, number 346 in the Gray Hymnal. The lyrics are also in the order of service, and for those on Zoom, you can find the lyrics in the chat. Let's rise in body, rise in spirit, and sing together number 346.
Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you hope when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time.
Before the reading, let's take a brief moment to check in with our physical bodies. Feel free to close your eyes or turn your gaze inward. Place hands palms up on your lap or by your sides in the universal posture of receptivity and of letting go. Notice where your body connects to the earth, perhaps through your feet, your seat, your back. Feel that physical connection. Notice the breath coming in and out of the nostrils. Notice how the body shifts with each breath. The chest rises and falls. The belly expands and relaxes. As we sit together, listen to these questions from Reverend J. Wolin. Are we a people of holding on or of letting go? Holding on to rigid ideas or letting go and opening our minds and our hearts to something new? Holding on to certainty of how things should be, or letting go and living with uncertainty of new ways of being in the world? holding on to what makes us comfortable, or letting go so we may grow, which can be uncomfortable. Holding on to what makes us safe, or letting go to make room to help others feel safe. Let the flaming chalice, the symbol of our religion, be a symbol of burning up the ties that hold us back from being our true self and reaching our true potential. Let it be a symbol of lighting a new way for us into a better tomorrow. And let it be a symbol of letting go. Because holding on too long and too tightly is never good for the soul. And now, if eyes are closed, feel free to open them. And an option for us today to experiment with keeping hands palm up during the sermon, the songs, or other parts of today's service. What do a flying pig and a rowdy table of ravenous teens have in common? They are both my spiritual teachers. Maybe you can claim them as well. We'll return shortly to the teens in the kitchen. Let's start with the soaring swine, the ungulate, untethered to the earth. Okay, if you're familiar with the recently adopted shared Unitarian Universalist values, you may know where this is going. I'm talking jet pig. Jet, J-E-T, pig, P-I-G. A pig that flies using a jetpack fueled by love, our endlessly renewable resource. JetPig is a mnemonic helping kids and those of us who once were kids remember these 6 shared UU values. J for justice, E, equity, T, transformation, P, pluralism, I, interdependence, and G, generosity. While JetPig is a useful memory device, the Unitarian Universalist Association suggests 2 more official visual depictions of our shared values. One resembles a flower, the other a model of an atom. The flower's 6 petals and the atom's subatomic particles represent the values. Once again, pluralism, interdependence, generosity, justice, equity, transformation. We can change up the order because there's no hierarchy of these values. Our shared values are powered by love, which is represented by a flaming chalice at the center of the flower and the nucleus of the atom. Adopted a little over a year ago at the 2024 General Assembly, the shared values provide new language to describe our faith, and they replace the principles whose language has been with us for several decades. Many of us know the principles. We've heard the first 7 in song, pieces composed by music director Mark David Buckles. Some of us know of the multi-year effort for UU congregations to adopt the 8th principle about racial justice, which Arlington Street did. For any with a strong connection to the principles, you may be struggling with this change. What? Why? I like them. For those of us who have a response of resistance or sadness, I get it. We may know in our minds that change is the only constant, that accepting change and welcoming it into our guest house is the path towards liberation. But change is hard, isn't it? Especially when so much else is changing around us. In our congregation, in our country, and on our blue-green marble marvel of a planet. whatever uncertainties you are sitting with today, whatever changes you're finding hard to allow, you are not alone. When in today's reading, Reverend J. Wolin asks, "Are we a people of holding on or letting go?" I know I'm the former, striving to loosen my grip. But the shared value of transformation reminds me that as a faith, we adapt to a changing world, we evolve. So when I notice myself rigidly holding on, when my heart and mind batten down the hatches, I return to a profound spiritual lesson taught to me by middle schoolers. Don't yuck my yum. I first heard this phrase, "don't yuck my yum," a decade ago from teens in a cooking class. They were learning knife skills, how to cook with fresh ingredients, and what it means to be a good table mate. Because we've all experienced and maybe been a bad table mate. Let me set the proverbial table. Someone describes their favorite dish and you think, "That's disgusting." Maybe you even say it aloud. What ensues is a feisty back and forth about why you have always hated olives, or mushrooms, or okra, fill in the blank, and declarations of, "I'm never going to change." I venture to say these are rarely conversations. Really, they're monologues being yelled at each other. And it all verges on, "I'm right, you're wrong." Have you been at that table? I have. But those teens, they taught me that when I yuck someone's yum, I not only dismiss their experience, but I dismiss them, their background, their culture. That's the antithesis of equity, the shared UU value, which declares that every person is inherently worthy with the right to flourish with dignity. There are lyrics we sing each week which help me embrace this value, equity. Lyrics that honor connection across difference. Where you go, I will go, beloved. For your people are my people, your divine, my divine. Maybe we could add, your yum, my yum. It's obvious, but important to say, none of us has exactly the same palate as another. Based on the food cultures we were raised with and those we have explored, we've developed our own predilections and aversions, our own yums and yucks. Pluralism, another of our shared values, reminds us to celebrate these differences. Pluralism says that we are all sacred beings, diverse in culture and experience, diverse in our theology. And that diversity makes us strong. This is the promise of anti-racist, multicultural, beloved community. And really, who wants a world where everyone dislikes pineapple and loves kiwi? If what awoke your taste buds was exactly the same as everyone else, there'd be monotonous meals where we all eat the same dishes and enjoy them with the same amount of enthusiasm. There would be no moment when, upon tasting a dish, your table mate exclaims with sweet surprise, "Ah, this brings me back to my grandmother's kitchen." Now there's a holy moment. Don't you want to know all about that kitchen? How their grandmother used fresh ingredients and had mad knife skills. How she made them feel loved through her food. How they can feel that love today, decades later, by what they tasted just now. Here's a place to stay quiet and listen to start a conversation, not a monologue, and hear this beloved's deep truths. Adrienne Maree Brown, author of Emergent Strategy and Pleasure Activism, says it this way: we are a web, vibrating strands of home, learning to catch our breath. So listen, and ask questions. They may not be a Unitarian Universalist, but Adrienne Maree Brown is speaking to interdependence, the shared value which reminds us to honor the interdependent web of all existence. Let's apply these ideas about literal taste to our musical palette. Arlington Street's musical program is expansive. Through it, we traverse genres and travel through time. I've heard many of you express pride at this. Our musical diversity is something that drew me to Arlington Street because music has always been my inroad to spirit. But I don't love all the music. I mean, my mind knows that your divine is my divine. Sometimes my heart does too. But when the rubber hits the road and your music is in my music, I'll be truthful. I've had several knee-jerk reactions. Literally cross my arms, figuratively close my ears, while the Buddhist second arrow of suffering pierces my heart, adding to my discontent. Here's where Unitarian Universalism has encouraged a deep shift in me. Our faith, which includes the shared values and anti-racism efforts like Among and Mosaic, is supporting me to choose a different response, one that puts love at the center. So now, even when a song isn't yummy to me, it can still nourish and satiate my spiritual hunger. I start by adjusting my posture, uncross arms, turn palms up, smile, and leaning into the shared value of generosity. I cultivate a spirit of gratitude for the diversity of our community. Then, with an opening heart, I imagine some beloved in our congregation, maybe it's you, who absolutely loves this song. Someone whose heart melts upon hearing it, someone whose spirit soars with joy, for whom this song, this very song, is their grandmother's sweet potato pie. And my heart can melt, my spirit can soar. I feel in my body the joy of my beloveds, and I celebrate alongside you. Your divine is mine. What a connected world that would be, can be, when we transform ourselves and our congregation in these small but vital ways. The shared value of justice implores us to be active. We have to work to be a diverse, multicultural, beloved community where all feel welcome and can thrive. Let us lean on the shared values of our faith as we shift towards ever deeper welcoming, truer inclusion, and fuller generosity of spirit. One meal at a time, one song at a time, one conversation at a time. Hands uncrossed, ears listening, heart bravely open, love at the center. Beloveds, will you join me? Amen.
when the light is gone and you're on your own. You've been trying, but the fight never goes away. And you don't know when sun will shine again. All you gotta do is look my way. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you're standing at the bottom, I'll reach out for you. If you need someone to lean on, maybe I can be strong and I will carry you through. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. Everybody needs something to believe. If you want, you can always put your faith in me. I don't know it all, but I know how it feels to fall. With a helping hand, you'll find your feet. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you're standing at the bottom, I'll reach out for you. If you need someone to lean on, baby, I can be strong and I will carry you through. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you're lonely, if you're down and out, holding on for a better day, call out for me, I'll come running, and we'll find a better way. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you're standing at the bottom, I'll reach out for you. If you need someone to lean on, baby, I can be strong and I will carry you through. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you got a problem, I got a problem too. If you need someone to lean on, baby, I can be strong and I will carry you through. If you got a problem, I reach out for you.
Thank you, Daniel and Hyunju. Arlington Street is entirely self-sustaining. It's up to us, and our generosity continues to be astounding. Thank you for your commitment to our staff, our building, and our beloved spiritual community. Each Sunday, we share our collection plate with a partner in our mission of love, service, justice, and peace. During the summer months, our Share the Plate offerings are saved to use for future emergencies and to help in rescue and rebuilding efforts following natural and unnatural disasters, amplifying our impact around the world. When I was a kid doing the religious education program here at Arlington Street, I remember the day that we talked about the interconnected web of life. Our teacher, Laura Yvonne, had us physically recreate this web of life with a ball of yarn. As very active children, we had a lot of fun throwing the yarn around and climbing under and over the web. But it stayed in my mind as a physical representation of the interconnectedness of the world. We are one community. What impacts you impacts me, and vice versa. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere, and it would be inhumane to turn your cheek to it. To quote the Black Eyed Peas, and I stand by this, madness is how the anger works and operates. You gotta have love just to set it straight. Take control of your mind and meditate. Let your soul gravitate to the love. We are grounded in our love for all the people in the world, and we are bound by covenant to justice and generosity. Please take a moment now to join me in giving to sustain our beloved Arlington Street and to donate to the Future Emergency Fund. You can give online at arlingtonstreet.org or check the order of service or the chat for instructions for how to give via QR code, Venmo, or text message. You can also mail a check to the church or use the envelopes in the pews, which can be given to the ushers as they come through momentarily with collection plates. Thank you for your generosity. Thank you, Hyungju. Our next hymn is When Our Heart is in a Holy Place, number 1008 in the Teal hymnal. The lyrics are also in the order of service, and for those on Zoom, you can find the lyrics in the chat. Let's rise in body, rise in spirit, and sing together number 348. Number 1008, that's my bad. When Our Heart is in a Holy Place.
When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we trust the wisdom in each of us, every color, every creed and kind, and we see our faces in each other's eyes, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we tell our story from deep inside, and we listen with a loving mind, and we hear our voices in each other's words, then our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when we share the silence of sacred space, and the God of our heart stirs within, and we feel the power of each other's faith. That our heart is in a holy place. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place, we are blessed with love and amazing grace. When our heart is in a holy place, when our heart is in a holy place.
Before our benediction, I invite those of us in the Zoom sanctuary to reach out hands and touch the sides of the squares, and those in the physical sanctuary to please raise your hands, palms out. Let's send loving kindness to the people on your left and on your right. Send loving kindness to the person on either side of you and to the people on either side of them. Send out love to this beloved spiritual community and feel it coming back to you. Love is the spirit of this congregation. And for our benediction, you may put your hands over your heart and namaste, or one over the other. I bow to the divine in you. The words of Adrienne Marie Brown. We are a web, vibrating strands of home, learning to catch our breath. So listen, and ask questions. Let us keep this faith, beloveds, and pass it on. The service begins when the service ends. Bless your hearts. I love you. Amen.
Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. Your divine, my divine. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. Where you go, I will go, beloved. Where you go, I will go. For your people are my people. Your people are mine. Your people are my people. Your divine, my divine.
We are located at the corner of Arlington and Boylston Streets, across from the Public Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Arlington Street Church, gathered in love and service for justice and peace.